Feidin was no stranger to tight spots, but this mission had taken an unexpected turn. The merchant's daughter, Hela, was supposed to be a simple retrieval, another payday for a seasoned B-tier mercenary from the Red Dwarf Mercenary group. The crowded travel spaceship, floating through the vast void with over 600 souls aboard, seemed like the perfect place for a runaway to hide. But what started as an easy job quickly spiraled into chaos. Feidin's steely eyes scanned the dimly lit corridors of the spaceship. Alien passengers of various shapes and sizes shuffled about, their conversations a low hum. The ship was more than a mere tourist bus. It was a microcosm of the galaxy's diversity, teeming with stories and secrets. Feidin blended into the background, his demeanor cold and calculating. He had just gotten a lead on Hela when the first tremor hit. The ship shuddered violently, alarms blaring as red lights bathed the hallways. Overhead, the intercom crackled to life with the captain's panicked voice. "Attention all passengers! We've been boarded by scavengers! Guards to your stations! All civilians stay in your cabins!" Feidin's hand instinctively went to his sidearm. The scavengers were a notorious group of space marauders, known for their brutal efficiency and merciless tactics. They'd rammed the ship with their own vessel, breaching the hull and pouring in like a swarm of locusts. He moved quickly, slipping through the chaos with practiced ease. He needed to find Hela before the scavengers did. The corridors were a maze of panic-stricken passengers and ineffectual guards. Feidin's ears picked up snippets of terrified conversations as he passed by. "Did you see them? They're heavily armed. They took my brother. Someone, please help us." Feidin's mind raced. The scavengers had one goal: captives. They'd sell them into slavery, make a quick profit, and vanish into the void. If they got to Hela first, her fate was sealed. Turning a corner, Feidin came face to face with a trio of scavengers. Their armor was mismatched but heavily reinforced, their faces obscured by helmets. One of them barked an order, and they raised their weapons. Feidin moved like a shadow, his blaster firing in rapid succession. The first scavenger fell with a smoking hole in his chest. The second dropped his weapon as a bolt seared through his arm. The third managed a shot, grazing Feidin's shoulder before he went down. Feidin grunted in pain but pressed on. He reached the storage bay where his informant had said Hela might be hiding. The door slid open to reveal a scene of desperation. Hela was there, along with several other passengers, all huddled together in fear. "Get away!" Hela's eyes were wide with terror as she saw Feidin. "I won't go with you!" Feidin raised his hands, trying to calm her. "I'm not one of them, Hela. I'm Feidin from the Red Dwarf Mercenary group. Your father sent me to find you." She hesitated, distrust clear on her face. "Prove it! No time for that! We need to move now," Feidin said gruffly. "Trust me or stay here and take your chances with the scavengers." Before they could move, another group of scavengers burst in, weapons at the ready. Feidin threw himself in front of Hela, firing his blaster with deadly precision. Bodies fell, but not without a cost. A searing pain in his side told him he hadn't come out unscathed. "Go!" Feidin shouted, pushing Hela towards the exit. "I'll hold them off." Hela hesitated for a moment, then ran, the other passengers following her lead. Feidin turned to face the remaining scavengers. He was outnumbered, but he had no intention of giving up. He fought with the ferocity of a cornered beast, each shot finding its mark. The battle was brutal and swift. When the dust settled, Feidin was the last one standing, barely. His vision blurred, his breath coming in ragged gasps. He staggered out of the storage bay, blood trailing behind him. The spaceship's captain, a frazzled-looking human, met him in the corridor. "Feidin! You did it! The scavengers are retreating!" Feidin nodded, his strength waning. "Hela, is she safe?" "Yes, thanks to you." The captain's eyes were filled with gratitude and sorrow. "I owe you more than I can repay." Feidin managed a grim smile. "Just get her home." As the ship's medical team rushed to tend to his wounds, Feidin's thoughts drifted. He had saved the girl, but scavengers would be back, and the galaxy was a cold, unforgiving place. He survived this day, but in the vast expanse of space, survival was a fleeting victory. What had made these scavengers so brave to attack? Many different groups were out there, always lurking. He smirked weakly, thinking, I definitely wasn't paid enough for this. On the bright side, cleaning up this trash should earn him more points to upgrade his rank, and the bounty on their heads will be a nice addition.